can tell he's worried. Anywhere, it's fine. That's good, he said on the right. Maybe I can hit him up for a contribution. I better hurry before Early gets done with the legislature. Mr. Trump, excuse me, but before we begin, I've got something to ask. You know, I hate to act like a hick, Hoosier, and all that kind of stuff, but you know, I'm kind of an autograph collector, and would you mind before we start helping me out with an autograph? Jim, did you get that book over there? This one? Milk it for all it's worth. Don, hold it, time out. I didn't say I wanted it from you, I wanted you to help me get it from Marla. Jeez. Yeah, how presumptuous can you be, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah. Shella, did you get a load of that tux Don's wearing? Something tells me he didn't rent his at the same place I rented mine. Don, did you rent the shoes too? Mine are uncomfortable as hell, I can tell you that. Last time I wore rented shoes, I bowled a 169. Ladies and gentlemen, we're truly delighted to have Don and Marla with us tonight. This guy's a big deal, and he dreams big dreams, and he makes those dreams come true. He's proved to me he dreams big dreams when he fought for and won the right to operate a riverboat casino out of Gary. It takes vision to build a classy gaming establishment in Gary. Someday soon, people around the world will be dreaming of vacationing in Monaco, Nassau, Las Vegas, Gary. Man. Don's marketing people have been struggling to come up with a new name. Not for Don's establishment, a new name for Gary. In fact, and this is the honest truth, Don's new promotional materials say their establishment will be located in Buffington Harbor, Indiana. Buffington Harbor? Calling Gary Buffington Harbor is like calling Sarajevo Pleasant Valley. These same marketing people have also been working on some slogans for their advertising. And here are a couple of slogans they rejected. If you make it to our boat, you're already a winner. And the other one was, come to Gary. No, serious, come to Gary. Don, welcome to Indiana. I was going to refer to you as the Donald tonight, but let me help you with this, Don. In Indiana, when people hear the Donald, we're still thinking the duck.
The Gridiron Committee long ago determined that we wanted to roast a famous tycoon, someone with a huge fortune, a young wife, ties to gambling, a ruthless businessman with a reputation as a self-centered jerk. Steve Hilbert wasn't available. So we settled for Donald Trump. But look at things from his angle. What's he doing here in Indianapolis on a Tuesday night, you ask? We told him Michael Jackson's here, that's what. Donald likes to be with the beautiful people. Trouble is, with the new business in Gary, Alan Kleinman and Charlie Brown now qualify as beautiful in his world. Of course, this part of the world has taken some getting used to. You all know that Trump is known as the Donald in New York. The last mayor of Gary kept getting the name wrong. He called him the Dick. Gary and beautiful do go together, kind of like Richard Luger and Carefree. And of course, as you heard, to Trump, Gary is really Buffington Harbor. Well, for the uninitiated, Buffington Harbor is a former cement factory with no beach, no view of Chicago, a smoke-filled sky, and dead fish. It's in the middle of the murder capital of the country, known as Gary. However, if history is a guide, it will soon be Trump Harbor, the Trump waterfront, the Trump view, Trump dead fish, Trump pollution, Trump Indiana, and all those murder victims will simply be guys who were trumped. The Trump name is everywhere and soon to be added in some previously unexpected places. Here are a few. Trump the watch. It has no power source. In other words, no one can determine what makes it tick. Trump the luncheon meat. It's made of highly refined bologna. Some people swallow it whole, others gag. Trump the mirror. It will appear in fun houses everywhere because anyone who looks into it will appear larger than life. Donald now has an interest in Indiana politics. He's trying to decide who to support in the Republican primary. It's tough. Rex Early is too country, Steve Goldsmith is too straight-laced, and George Whitwer is too naive. By the way, you never heard of George till tonight. Donald also wants to get into IndyCar racing. He's going to build a track in Bridgeport, Connecticut. He plans to treat race fans the same way he does casino customers. Really, it'll be the only track in the country with a dead end. He talked to Tony George, and Tony promised him that this whole IRL kart thing would get worked out and all those big names will be coming to his new track. Marla could meet Mario, Tony said. Roger Penske will come with big sponsors, Tony said. Trump bought it. He must have thought he was dealing with Merv Griffin. Or Don Barden. Nobody on the committee got it. Let me just close out here by explaining the haircut. It's simple, really. It's comb over. Just look at it this way. This is how Dan Coates would look if he had $1 billion. And speaking of such, we're invoking a new rule here tonight at the Gridiron. We refer to it as the rule of $1 billion. We're breaking precedent, and we're allowing Mr. Trump to have a few minutes to respond to these remarks, and we're timing you. What do we say, 5 minutes? Feel free to leave if you want, but...
Wow, this is tough. This is tough. Marla, would you please stand up? Marla, come on. You look terrible. Sit down. Terrible. You know, this is a joke, folks. She didn't know that was going to happen. No, you look great. I have to go home and live with this now. I was trying to hide that one line in this crazy speech that somebody handed me, and I think she missed it, but she got it then, and oh, am I dead? Ay, ay, ay. The truth is that this has turned out to be a disastrous evening. Mike Tyson told me that if he sees Greg, that he wants to meet Greg back in the streets of New York. He can't stand this son of a bitch, I'll tell you. Tonight, I had the great honor and privilege, seriously, of meeting all of your gubernatorial candidates, and I wouldn't vote for any of them. No, I'm only kidding. I got to live with one of these guys at least. I think they're all great. The folks running my boat in Indiana, they want to drain the place, and I refuse to allow that to happen. Stand up. Come on, this is the group. Every one of them is a loser. We're trying to rehabilitate this group, and it's not easy. Stand up. These are the guys. Why do you have such a good table? I can't figure it out. wow, is that a lot of people? Holy Christmas. I thought New York was a big place. This is a lot of people. You know, many New Yorkers first discovered Indiana when we legalized riverboat gambling. I know I did. I remember to this day reading the story in the New York Times, and I knew immediately what I had to do. I had to find where Indiana was. I quickly learned that Indiana has what it takes for a successful riverboat. Politicians who won't raise taxes, but will gladly take some guy's milk money. What does that mean? Convicted criminals to work the tables. Millions of people willing to bet their last dollar, and water, lots of water. Knowing this criteria, we immediately set our sights on Indianapolis, but we couldn't find the damn water. That's terrible. Who wrote this? You guys gave me. You gave me this crap to read. The other day, I met this fellow named Hilbert. Where is Hilbert? I want to see what the hell he looks like. Where is he? Is he here at least? Stand up, Hilbert. Where is he? I can't believe. Did he skip out? Mr. Mayor, is he here? I hear he's a big supporter of yours. Oh, he's going to kill me. Now I know I'm dead. I can relate to this guy. He started out with a few $1,000, bought some undervalued insurance companies, milked them to death for huge profits, found a lovely and talented young woman, started investing in gambling properties for entertainment, and flaunted his money and his beautiful bride on the pages of the glossy magazines. And I'm trying to figure out who the hell is he trying to imitate anyway, and I don't like it. Folks, seriously, we're really looking forward. This is a great state. I love the people here. We're going to do a good job. We are actually going to put money back, lots of money back, and thank you very much for having me. Thank you all very much, and good luck to everybody. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you again, Mr. Trump. That's the end of the show. We invite everybody to come back to the Press Club, buy a drink. Don's buying, I think, for everybody the first round, but come see us. Good night.